Hello everybody, my name is Edward Harley and welcome back to more Would You Rather. Now, I haven't done this in a while and I've had a very rough weekend, so I want to do something more relaxing, a bit more, just a bit more calm and collected. So, let's get started. For all your life, would you rather only be photographed or only be filmed? That's actually an interesting question. And the first comment here that I can see makes a very good point. When you film something, it's done in frames, and so you can potentially get a photograph from a film. The only difference is, if you're photographed, you could potentially have some time where you're not being photographed, but if you're being filmed, pretty much everything is there. So you know what, I'll just say filmed, I guess. I don't know. I'll say I'd be filmed because I am just so amazing, I'm just the best, so I'd much rather have that be immortalized on Reels. If they still use Reels, which I don't think they don't. So moving on. Would you rather be permanently mute or amputate one of your arms? But I like my arms. I do. I like my arms, but not being able to speak kind of would be a pain. It would be harder to communicate. Obviously, you could learn sign language and you could, write on signs and stuff. But losing an arm pretty much cuts you off from a lot of stuff. Now, I mean, not being able to talk is an issue. Don't get me wrong, it is an issue. But I think losing an arm is a bit more debilitating than not being able to speak. So I'll go mute. The last two have actually been pretty evenly split, kind of, and most people would rather not be able to speak. So I'm with them, I guess. If you could watch only one show for the rest of your life, would you rather watch Sherlock or watch Doctor Who? Oh God! Ugh. This is actually a very hard question. I'm a huge fan of both. And Sherlock, I like Sherlock. And I'm a huge Sherlock Holmes fan. Big fan. And I like how they transition into the modern, but I like Doctor Who. Doctor Who's awesome. I'm really getting into Peter Capaldi's Doctor. He's amazing. He's Alright, so most people went with Sherlock, but it's pretty evenly split. I would probably go with Doctor Who just because I love Doctor Who. There's holes in it and there's issues and there's all kinds of stuff wrong with it. But I like it. I love Doctor Who. I love British shows in general, but Doctor Who, I got into Doctor Who first, and I've been watching it longer, and I just like it better. If you have a different opinion, tell me down in the comments. I will be happy to judge you. Yes. Would you rather be a carrot or be a cucumber? Interesting. I could be orange, or I could be green. And they're both phallic shaped, although one more than the other. Let's go cucumber. Yes, I'm in the minority. Apparently most people want to be a carrot. I don't know why they want to be a carrot. Why would anyone pick carrot over a cucumber? Because they're just not as cool. Cucumbers are way cooler, It's just, they can be pickles, and carrots are just carrots. At least a cucumber can go through an awesome transformation. They can evolve, which is just awesome. Would you rather drink 5 ounces of vodka by nose? Or 5 ounces of hot sauce by nose? Neither of those are good. Neither of those are fun. Would ya? How? I think the vodka would hurt less. Let's go vodka, because both would hurt. Both would suck. But I think the hot sauce would stick around a shit ton of more time than the vodka. And at least, if you do the vodka, the potential you could just, get drunk. Yes, just give me more, just shove it up there, and you'll be fine. Would you rather have natural childbirth or have an epidural? Well, I'm not a woman, so this is a very kind of awkward question for me, not having the, sorry, my nose itches, not having the proper equipment to do natural childbirth. But I could have potentially, obviously, get drugs. You know what? Let's just go epidural. As a dude, let's go epidural, because I'm sure as a dude, I will be like, drug me up, knock me out. I am not doing this without any painkillers. You are doing this now. So ladies, good on ya. Would you rather be SpongeBob or be Patrick? Well, SpongeBob has a few more worries and a few more neuroses. Patrick pretty much has no worries because he has no clue what's going on. So let's go Patrick. He seems a bit more very much exemplifies ignorance is bliss. Very much does that, and that's awesome. I want to be that way. That'd be so much better. Would you rather be Cinderella or be Ariel? So I get to be a mermaid, or I get to have a fairy godmother who will help me out. Let's be mermaid. I want to be able to swim underwater, you know, and have like shells for bras and things. That just kind of sounds cooler, you know? Have the shell bra. That's a bit more appealing to me. Appeals to my mermaid sensibilities. The zombie horde has just broken into the farmhouse where you 6 other survivors were hiding. Would you rather run upstairs and barricade the 2nd floor, or sequester yourselves in the cellar? Interesting question. If you really think about it, with the cellar, you have the one way out, the way you came in, the way the zombies are going to follow you. But there's potentially an easier way to barricade because there's only that one way in, unless there's small windows or something. With the 2nd floor, there's a few more ways in if they're able to climb the house, you know, get into windows and that kind of stuff. But there's also a way for you to get out if there's only a few zombies. I know it sets a horde, but they don't say how big the horde is. But there's a way for you to get out if need be. You can get out the window and jump down and run, potentially. So there's that escape as well. But the cellar, it's pretty much just the door you came in. So I think I'll go with the 2nd floor. That seems a bit more tactically viable than the cellar does, in my opinion. Would you rather know the exact time and place of your own death, or know the exact time and place of death of everyone around you? Both would be horrible, in my opinion. One, obviously you wouldn't be able to do anything about your own death. You would potentially, technically, if you know what the death is going to be, you can't do anything. If you know it, you can't change it. Because if you can change it, then you didn't really know it, so... Interesting. You could be a fortune teller, make millions of dollars, and then get the ire and, you know, hatred of everybody for revealing such information after they came to you for it. But for the one, you would basically suffer in silence. I mean, obviously you would know the exact time and place. So let's say right now I got that ability and I knew I had, you know, 40 years. I have another 40 years, which obviously isn't a lot, but I have 40 years left and I know where it's going to happen. I know how it's going to happen, and I could try everything I can to stop it, but I know I can't. And so, I mean, I'd be paranoid. I'd be, you know, probably have the desire to change it somehow at first, but eventually you would realize there's nothing you can do, and you would have to enjoy the time that you do have left, you know, before that happens. But knowing everyone else's would, I mean, it'd be interesting, but it would probably drive you insane. It would drive me insane knowing, because you wouldn't be able to have loved ones that, I mean, at least you wouldn't be able to you wouldn't want people close enough to you, because you would know when they were going to die, and you wouldn't, I mean, who would want that? Who would want that power to see other people's death? I mean, some people would, obviously, some people. Let's figure it out, because I'd much rather know my own. Most people would rather see other people's, you know, but interesting, because you can't do anything about it, but you wouldn't want anyone close to you because you wouldn't want to get emotionally attached to people. Let's say you know we're going to die in a week, but you could potentially make that week, you know, better, spend time with them, and, you know, make it great for them, which, I mean, which is a good thing to do, but I don't know. I'd much rather know my own, so I can kind of suffer that in silence and, you know, make my own life better. Potentially make, you know, try to enjoy myself. Obviously I wouldn't, you know, do that at other people's expense, but still, I'm just my own. Would you rather bring back someone you love who died, or bring back someone famous who died? Well, I'd probably much rather bring back someone I loved, but I probably wouldn't technically bring back anybody. I mean, if someone's dead, I don't know, I just don't think I'd bring back anybody, because bringing them back potentially could be one, a shock to them, shock to everyone else around them, and they wouldn't be able, depending on when they died, they wouldn't be able to function properly in modern society. Like, if, let's say you brought back, you know, Martin Luther King was a little too early, but let's say you brought back, like, George Washington. Let's just go really far enough back where modern society would be crazy for them. They wouldn't know how to function properly, I would imagine, at least for a while, because everything would be completely different than what they left, you know. And I don't know. How about this? What would you guys do? What would you do? Would you guys bring back someone you loved, or bring back a famous person? I don't know exactly what I would do. I would probably prefer to say nobody. I wouldn't bring anybody back. but that's just me. So I'm going to leave it unanswered for me. But you guys can let me know down in the comments what you would do, and I look forward to hearing your responses. Would you rather have squirrels for hands? That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool to have squirrels for hands. Or have guinea pigs for feet. But would you be hurting the guinea pigs every time you stepped? Like, speak, speak, speak. No, I don't know how they sound, but hang on. So the first comment here makes a very good point. Having guinea pigs for feet wouldn't affect video games. But if I had squirrels for hands, I wouldn't be able to play video games anymore. My life would be over. Everything would be shite after that. Oh God. Guinea pigs! Very good point, guinea pigs. I'm going guinea pigs. I can't miss my video games, and I'll just step on the guinea pigs. That's there. They'll be fine. Would you rather eat only KFC for a month, or eat only Taco Bell for a month? Well, one gives you the trots, and the other one probably does the same thing. I don't know. I haven't had KFC as recently as Taco Bell, but KFC. Well, it's kind of split, but apparently most people like that chicken. Then again, I like chicken better than tacos too. So that's a good decision for me. Would you rather play Goldeneye N64 or play Halo? Goldeneye. Goldeneye. It was a horrible game. It was so horrible, but it's from my childhood. That is like one of my childhood games, and it was one of the first games where you just got pissed. You know, when you just got pissed playing a video game. That was one of them. I was one of it. I mean, Halo's okay, but I would much rather play Goldeneye if I had the choice and got to pick between them. Even though I know like I said, Goldeneye was kind of a shitty game. So that's what I'm gonna go with. So I think that's gonna be my last question for this video. I had a lot of fun doing it. Some very interesting questions, especially, you know, there was the one I can't remember now because I was just kind of talking and not even thinking about it. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!